Friends, I welcome you to my channel VBA Education। आप सभी का स्वागत है मेरे चैनल VBA Education पे। आज हम लोग अपनी क्लास 8 एनसीईआरटी पॉलिटी की सीरीज खत्म करेंगे। क्लास 8 वेल आई एम गेसिंग ऑफ अ प्लान। मैं आप सबको बता देता हूँ मैं क्या करने वाला। मैं पहले जितने भी सब्जेक्ट्स हैं, ज्योग्राफी, हिस्ट्री, साइंस, सबको क्लास 8 तक कंप्लीट कर दूंगा। All the subjects that I teach, I'll complete it till class 8 और फिर उसके बाद क्लास 9 से स्टार्ट किया जाएगा। इससे क्या होगा, आप सब इंटर रिलेट कर पाओगे। और फिर जब क्लास 9 का शुरू करेंगे, और अगर आपने पिछली वीडियोस नहीं देखी यानी क्लास 6 से लेकर नहीं देख रहे हैं, तो आपको क्लास 6 से लेके क्लास 9 तक पूरी देखनी पड़ेगी अगर आपको समझना है। क्योंकि एनसीईआरटी बहुत स्मार्ट है। एनसीईआरटी क्या करती है, एनसीईआरटी अपने हर एक टॉपिक को इंटर रिलेट करती है किसी ना किसी तरीके से। वही आज हम आज के चैप्टर में देखेंगे। आज के चैप्टर का नाम है लॉ एंड सोशल जस्टिस। अब आपके हिसाब से लॉ का मतलब क्या होता है? लॉ का मतलब, अगर आप कोई क्राइम कमिट करते हैं, जैसे मर्डर, मॉब लिंचिंग, इसीलिए स्पेसिफिक लॉज बने हैं आपको पनिशमेंट देने के लिए। अब ये जो पनिशमेंट है, सेट्स ऑफ पनिशमेंट या जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस आपको फॉलो करने हैं, ये लॉस कहलाते हैं। सोशल जस्टिस क्या होता है? वेल, हमारे यहाँ के कोर्ट्स में ये माना जाता है कि अगर आप कोई क्राइम कमिट करते हैं तो आप पे पूरी सोसाइटी के सामने अगेंस्ट करते हैं, एक कॉमन आदमी के सामने नहीं। तो दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड सोशल जस्टिस। इसमें क्या होता है, तो अगर कोई केस है, जैसे कि एक केस था हमने पहले पढ़ा था, लक्ष्मण कुमार वर्सेस अदर्स का केस। अगर आपको याद नहीं तो आप क्लास 8 एनसीईआरटी सीरीज की पहली वीडियो से देख के आइए। अब यहाँ क्या लिखा है, क्या आपको याद है? स्टोरी ऑफ अ शर्ट, क्लास 7 की बुक में पढ़ा था। उसमें क्या था, मार्केट में प्रोड्यूसर्स और बायर्स की लिंक थी सुपरमार्केट तक। बाइंग एंड सेलिंग इसमें हर एक जगह हो रही थी। We saw that a chain of markets linked the producer of the cotton to the buyer of the shirt in the supermarket. Buying and selling was taking place in every step in the chain. Many of the people, directly or indirectly, involved in the production of the shirt. The small farmer producing the cotton, weavers of the road, or the workers of garment. Exporting factory faced exploitation or unfair situation in the market. Markets everywhere tend to be exploitive of people, whether as workers, consumers or producers. तो बहुत सारे लोग डायरेक्टली या इनडायरेक्टली प्रोडक्शन ऑफ शर्ट में इन्वॉल्व थे। फार्मर जो प्रोड्यूस कर रहा था कॉटन, वीवर्स रोड के, वर्कर्स जो गारमेंट पे थे, फिर एक्सपोर्टिंग फैक्ट्री। इन सब ने क्या फेस किया? इनने एक्सप्लॉयटेशन फेस किया या अनफेयर सिचुएशन फेस किया। मार्केट, हर जगह का मार्केट्स एवरीवेयर टेंड टू बी एक्सप्लॉइटिव ऑफ पीपल, चाहे वर्कर्स हो, कंज्यूमर्स हो या प्रोड्यूसर्स। टू प्रोटेक्ट people from such exploitation, the government makes certain laws. These laws try to ensure that the unfair practices are kept at a minimum in the markets. मतलब इन्हें इसे एक्सप्लॉयटेशन से बचाने के लिए गवर्नमेंट क्या करती है, कुछ सर्टेन लॉज बनाती है। ये सर्टेन लॉ ये इंश्योर करते हैं कि जो अनफेयर प्रैक्टिसेस है मार्केट में, ये कम से कम हो जाए। तो let us take a common market situation where the law is very important. This is the issue of workers. wages. Private companies, contractors, business men normally want to make much profit as they can. Drive for this profit. They might deny workers their rights and not pay them wages. For अब इसका क्या है, यहाँ सीधा सीधा वायलेशन हो रहा है एक लॉ का. कौन से लॉ का? आर्टिकल 38 एंड which makes us a welfare state. आगे पढ़ेंगे. In the eyes of the law, it is illegal or wrong to deny workers the wages. Similarly, to ensure that the workers are not underpaid or are paid fairly, there is a law on minimum wages. A worker has to be paid not less than the minimum wage by the employer. The minimum wages are revised upwards every few years. As with the law on minimum wages, which is meant to protect workers, there are also laws that protect the interest of producers and consumers in the market. These help ensure that the relationship between these three parties, the worker, consumer and producers, are governed in a manner that is not exploitative. लेकिन लॉस बनाने से कानून नहीं पड़ता, उसे इन्फोर्स करना पड़ता है. गवर्नमेंट हैज टू इंश्योर दैट दीज लॉज आर इम्प्लीमेंटेड. दिस मीन्स दैट द लॉ मस्ट बी इन्फोर्स्ड. Enforcement becomes even more important when the law seeks to protect weak from the strong. For instance, to ensure that even the poor get fair wages, the government has to regularly inspect work sites and punish those who violate the law. When the workers are poor or powerless, the fear of losing future earnings or facing reprisals often forces them to accept low wages. Employers know this well and use their powers to pay workers less than a fair wage. In such case, it is crucial that laws are enforced. अब मैं हमेशा एक बात कहता हूँ, आज फिर से रिपीट करता हूँ, that laws should be made. Laws should be made democratically, but enforced dictatorially. Though making and enforcing and upholding these laws, the government can control the activities of individuals or private companies so as to ensure social justice. Many of these laws have their basis in fundamental rights guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. For instance, the right against exploitation says no one can be forced to work for low wages or under bondage. Similarly, the Constitution has laid down no child below the age of 14 shall be employed to work in any factory, mines or any other hazardous employment. ये कौन से में बोला जाता है? It is the words from Article 23. कौन से में से? Article 23. How are these laws played out in practice? To what extent do they address the concerns of social justice? These are some of the questions that the chapter will go on to explore. इन्हीं क्वेश्चंस का आंसर देने वाला है आज का हमारा चैप्टर. तो आइए पढ़ते हैं. 2001 के सेंसस के हिसाब से 12 million children in India aged between 5 to 14 in various occupations including hazardous one. In October 2006, the government amended a Child Prevention Act banning children under the age of 14 years of age from working as domestic servants or as workers in dhabas, restaurants, tea shops, etc. They made it point these children a punishable offense. Anyone found violating the ban must be penalized with a punishment ranging from a jail term of 3 months to 2 years and fine of 10,000 to 20,000. The central government has asked central government state governments to develop plans to rescue and rehabilitate children who are working as domestic servants. To date, only the three state governments, namely Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, have published these plans. Even today, more than a year after this law passed, 74% of child domestic workers are under the age of 16. Well, इसमें एक चेंज है. क्या चेंज है? जब ब्रिटिशर्स आए थे तो उनने एक चाइल्ड की एज बता दी थी 15 से नीचे, लेकिन यहाँ चेंज हो गया 14 से नीचे हो गया है. भोपाल गैस ट्रेजेडी दुनिया की सबसे खराब ट्रेजेडी थी. हुआ क्या था? 2 दिसंबर 1984 में मिथाइल आइसोसाइनाइड, एक बहुत पॉइजनस गैस, यूनिफाइड कार्बोनाइट के प्लांट से लीक हो गई. अब क्या हुआ? जब ये रात को 12:30 पे उठी ये लेडी, I woke to sound of my child coughing badly. In half light, I saw that room was filled with white cloud. I heard people shouting, "Run, run!" Then I started coughing, with each breath, seeming that if I was breathing in fire. My eyes were burning. Within 3 days, more than 8,000 people were dead. Hundreds of thousands were maimed. Most of these exposed to the poison gas from peacock. Working class families, of which nearly 50,000 people are today too sick to work. Among those who survived, many developed severe respiratory disorders, eye problems, and other disorders. Children developed peculiar abnormalities like the girl in the photo. Now what is the workers' worth? यहाँ हमने क्या देखा? यूनिफाइड कार्बोनाइड से क्या हुआ? गैस लीक हो गई, मिथाइल आइसोसाइनाइड की. इसके बारे में हम लोग ज्योग्राफी में भी पढ़ेंगे. यहाँ तो इन लोगों ने कर लिया, लेकिन यहाँ के बाहर से की कोई कंट्री में जाएंगे तो ये नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज उनके यहाँ लॉ ज्यादा स्ट्रिक्ट है. यहाँ ये लोग इसलिए कर पाए बिकॉज यहाँ जो है इसके लिए कोई स्ट्रिक्ट लॉज नहीं है. यहाँ चीप लेबर है, कोई भी आता है यूज करके चला जाता है. जबकि बाहर की कंट्रीज में हर किसी को प्रॉपर इक्विपमेंट देना पड़ता है, हर किसी को वेजेस देने पड़ते हैं अच्छे खासे. यहाँ बताया भी है. If we are to understand the event leading to Bhopal gas disaster, we have to ask, why did the Union Carbonite have a plant in India? One reason why foreign companies come to India is for cheap labor. Wages that the company pay to workers, say in the US, are far higher than what they have to pay to workers in poor countries like India. यानी कि यूएस में इन्हें ज्यादा हाई वेजेस देने पड़ते हैं, जैसा मैंने बताया, इंडिया में कम. फॉर लोअर पे कंपनीज गेट longer hours of work. The additional expenses such as housing facility for workers are also fewer. Thus, company can save cost and earn higher profits. Cost cutting can also be done by other more dangerous means. Lower working conditions, including lower safety measures, are used as way of cutting costs. In unified carbonite plant, every safety device was malfunctioning or was in short supply. Between 1980 and 1984, the work crew for the MIC plant was cut to half from 12 to 6 workers. A period of safety training for workers was brought down from 6 months to 15 days. The post of night shift workers for the MIC plant was abolished. As lawmaker and the enforcer, the government is supposed to ensure that the safety laws are implemented. It is the duty of the government to ensure that the right to life guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution is not violated. Article 21 के हिसाब से लाइफ क्या है? Life is living with dignity and choice. What is it? Life is living with dignity and choice. What was the government doing when such a blatant violation of safety standards in the UC plant? First, the safety laws were lax in India. Second, even this week safety laws were not enforced. मतलब इन्फोर्स तो करो तभी तो लोगों के पास आएगा, जैसा मैंने कहा पहले भी इस वीडियो में. Make a law democratically, but enforce it dictatorially. Government officials refused to recognize the plant as hazardous and allowed it to come up with populating localities. When some municipal officials in Bhopal objected that the installation of an MIC production until unit in 1978 was a safety violation, the position of the government was that the state need the continued investment of the Bhopal plant, which provides jobs. So was unthinkable according to them. To ask UC to shift to cleaner technology or safer producers, the government inspectors continued to approve the prosecutions in the plant, even when the repeated incidents of leak from plant made it obvious to everybody that things were seriously wrong. New laws for protection of environment. अब क्या हुआ? In 1984, there was very few laws protecting the government in India. Environment in India, and there was hardly any information of this law. The environment was treated as a free entity and any industry could pollute the air and water without any restriction. Whether it was our air, groundwater and environment was being polluted, the health of people disregarded. Thus, not only in use was UC a beneficiary of lower safety standards, it didn't have to spend any money to clean up the pollution. In the US, it is a necessary part of production process. Bhopal disaster brought the issue of environment to forefront. Several thousands of people were not associated with the factory in any way. They were greatly affected because of the poison gas leaked from the plant. This made people realize that the existing laws, though weak, only covered the individual worker, not persons who might have been injured due to industrial accidents. In response to this pressure, the Environment Act and other in the year following the Bhopal gas strategy, the Indian government introduced new laws on the environment. Henceforth, the polluter was to be held accountable for damage done to the environment. The share and it could not be destroyed merely for industrial development. The courts also gave a number of justices upholding the right of healthy environment in an instinct of the fundamental right of life. In Subhash Kumar vs. State of Bihar, the Supreme Court held that the right of life is a fundamental right under the Article 21 of the Constitution and includes the right of the enjoyment of pollution-free water and air for full enjoyment of life. The government is responsible for setting up laws and procedures that check the pollution, clean rivers and introduce heavy fines for those who pollute. Environment as public facility. In recent years, while the court have come out with strong orders on environmental issues. These have sometimes affected people's livelihood adversely. For instance, the courts directed industries in the areas in Delhi to close down or shift out of the neighborhood, and discharge from these industries was polluting the river Yamuna because they had set without following the rules. But while the court's action solved one problem, it created another. Because of the closure, many workers lost their jobs. Others were forced to go to faraway place where the factory was relocated. And the same problem now began to come up with these areas. For now these places become polluted, and for the issue that safety conditions of workers remain unaddressed, recent research and environmental issues in India has highlighted the fact that growing concern for the environmental among the middle class is often at the expense of the poor. So, for example, slums need to be cleaned as part of a city beautification drive, or as in the case above, a polluting factory is moved to the outskirts of the city. And while this awareness of the need of a clean environment is increasing, the workers themselves, the change is to look for solutions where everyone can benefit from a clean environment. One way this can be done is to gradually move to cleaner technologies and processes in factories. The government has to encourage and support factories to do this. It will need to find those who pollute. This will ensure that the workers' livelihood are protected and both workers and communities living around the factories enjoy a safe environment. So इस टॉपिक का conclusion क्या है? Laws are necessary in many situations, whether market, office or factory, so as to protect people from bad practices. Private companies, contractors, business persons, in order to make higher profits, resort to unfair practices such as paying workers low wages, employing children for work, ignoring the condition of work, ignoring the damage to the environment, and hence to the people in the neighborhood, etc. A major role of the government, therefore, is to control the activities of the private companies by making, enforcing, and upholding laws, so that as to prevent unfair practices and ensure social justice. This means that the government has to make appropriate law and so has to enforce the laws. Laws that are weak and poorly enforced can cause serious harm, as the Bhopal gas tragedy shows. But government has a leading role in this respect. People can exert pressure on both private companies and the government act in the interest of society. Environment, as we saw, is one of the examples where people have pushed a public cause. And courts have upheld the right to health, environment in interest of the right of life. In this chapter, we have argued that people now must demand that these facilities of health, environment be extended to all. Otherwise, workers' right is an area where the situation is still unfair. People must demand stronger laws protecting workers' interests so the right of life is achieved for all. Well, thank you. Hope you like the session. Thanks for watching. अगर आपको ये सेशन पसंद आया तो इस वीडियो को करें लाइक, नहीं भी आया तो प्लीज कर दीजिए। इस वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर कीजिए, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। सब्सक्राइब बिल्कुल फ्री है यार, प्लीज कर दो। मैं आपको मिलूंगा अगली वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।